Welcome to Wise Take DFS podcast for NBA for January 24th, 2018. I am your host, Patio Joe. You can follow me at Twitter at Patio Joe Rep. And I'm joined here tonight by the two head basketball aficionados here at the Wise Take. We got Paulie D. You can follow him at Paulie Ds. And of course, we got the hardest working man in DFS. I swear it. If there's a sport out there, he does it. CashinDFS.
He does it well. Except soccer.
Soccer, yes. You don't do soccer. That's okay.
What
about hockey?
I was just about to say, I wish I had time for NHL.
Mm-hmm. That All-Star break, the NBA All-Star break, we're going to be playing hockey for 3 days.
I love hockey. It's just like MLB. It's awesome. But I don't got time for that.
Yes. So how you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good. I had another good night. Back-to-back nights, we gave the best play on the slate out on the Y stream, and it was right. Yesterday was Boogie, went for 100. And today was DeJounte Murray, went for like 10x. So it's been good the last 2 days. And
very nice.
Good time to be hot with the $1,500 tourney tomorrow that I'm jacked up for.
Yeah, and I was all in Magician. After I said on this show, I'm not playing him. I was all in.
So last night, as we're going through, I go LaMarcus Aldridge 9,500, and I like pause and think, and you go hell
no. Exactly.
And that's why you got to tune into the live stream, because so much changes. This is a first look. By the time you break down your research and you're like, oh, wait, they're playing the Cavs. And Carmelo Anthony, Paul George, Steven Adams, and Westbrook went for over 50 against them. Like, Pau Gasol's out. Yeah, we're going to play LMA. So, by the time Locke gets here, a lot of the stuff changes. That's why you got to jump on the live stream so you can make some money.
Now, didn't you guys say that we had some screenshots in the chat today, Paulie?
Yeah, I did hear some screenshots in the chat. I just closed it out. But shout out to the nation, man. Guys are making money every day. Last week, we had like a run of 3 days in a row where someone made like, 4 figures off of like $20 and $40 in entries. So, it's like a nightly occurrence now. It's been a lot of fun. It's like makes it so much worth doing what we're doing.
Hell yeah. And we're also live now on Facebook. So it's moving on up. So we're on a lot of platforms. So
to the east side.
Before you know it, we'll be on MySpace. Right? Does anybody remember MySpace? Or is that too? Do you remember MySpace?
MySpace, man. I had a MySpace.
Hell no. MySpace was like Tinder like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. MySpace was just pure, I'm going to get laid from that site. That was all I did. There was nothing else I used it for. It was like guaranteed. Anytime a girl messaged you on MySpace, it was guaranteed sex. Like guaranteed. It was. I'm sorry. It was just MySpace was. It served its purpose. That's all I got to say. But enough about my sex life. Let's get into this 9-game slate. Today for Wednesday. We got a big one. Wednesday's always a big day for the NBA. We got some good tournaments out there, and Paulie and Cash here are here for you guys at the nation to start you off in your research. And like I said, get that day pass if you guys aren't members, and join it, and then you get what they think about the closer to lock. And or join get the monthly, become a member. Yes,
yeah. The day pass is like the best investment you can make if you're gonna play decent money in DFS. You grab a day pass for $250 and you just get so much content to back up your plays, build lineups. You get a lot of ideas. Our chat's alive. But yeah, once you start doing that on a daily basis, it makes a lot more sense to grab a month pass so you spend less.
Yeah.
But if you're new and you want to try us out, just grab a day pass, $2.50. I guarantee you won't be sorry.
It was 8 o'clock in the morning. What'd you say?
Just pull out a little more money and pay for a week.
Yeah, that's right. And it's funny. I mean, 8 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast, I go in the chat and there's guys just talking about the slate. It's just awesome to me. So that being said, Paulie, Talk to us about some point guards tomorrow up at the high end, and then around six, and then at Value Town.
All right. I'll give you some point guards on the high end. Yeah, let me open up my little setup here.
Now remember, Nation, I will be at the end giving these guys a lineup that I came up with. That these two guys from there.
Oh, you're gonna build a lineup?
I'm gonna build a lineup, but I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing. And at the end, I'm gonna this is the lineup that I came up with. What you guys?
We're gonna tell you.
You guys are gonna tell me what to do, but you're not gonna say who I pick because obviously you're gonna give me more than just one play per position. So let me know.
So Chris Paul at the top here, 10-1. That's expensive, but he's in consideration. Dallas has been getting crushed by point guards. If it was anyone else, like I'm only thinking about it because I think he's going to be very, very low owned, and it's Dallas. Horrible against point guards. But right now with Harden back, I think Chris Paul's a little overpriced. But I'm just not going to X him out now. This is my first look, so I haven't really seen what else is out there. But he's good. He's going to be really, really low owned and has some upside in this matchup. Dame Lillard against Minnesota, yes, that is certainly in play. He is home. I like that. 9,400 is a little expensive for my liking, but something I'll definitely consider. Kemba Walker, 8,400, yes, against the Pelicans. We just saw Jerry and Grant go the F off against them, and depending who's in and out for Charlotte, like if MKG's out, there may be a little bump in usage for Kemba, but he's been playing decent, and he is at home too, so I think he's on the list of guys we'll consider. Celtics, this is third game in 4 nights on a road trip. Probably not going to be looking at many Celtics, so Kyrie's out. Kyle Lowry against Atlanta is in consideration. Ish Smith against Utah. I got to see if the point guards have still been going off against Utah. He will be really low owned. The price tag's high at 65, but it's in consideration, but doubtful. There's probably going to be better plays. Dennis Smith Jr. against Houston. I like that. 6,600. He's really been playing well lately, and it's pace up for Dallas. And if Jimmy Butler is out, then Jeff Teague at 6K is in consideration, but I think Butler's going to play, so he probably won't. And that's it.
All right. Cash.
It's hilarious to me. Austin Rivers was a game time decision yesterday.
Yeah.
Now it says he could miss 2 more weeks. I mean,
No.
what's
going on?
Chris Paul against Dallas. We've been targeting Dallas for a while now, but that price is steep, boy.
Very steep.
James Harden's just gonna keep getting the minutes. How many minutes James Harden get last game?
I'm gonna guess like 35-ish.
34 and 34. So the minutes is already back, all the way to where they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Dame has been balling, but the last game was bad. But you can go back here. Mm-hmm. I don't love the price. I don't love the price on either one of them dudes. Kemba against Rondo. You could sign me up for that. For sure. Man. Okay. I don't know, man. It's the Clippers. I know it's a back-to-back again. Oh.
3 and 4.
I know. I want some Boston, but Kyrie Irving, 40 and 38 minutes, 2 games in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And damn that's even less to me. They get to stay in the city tonight. They in LA. They over there with Joe right now. They going to hit up some of them silicone things. You know what I'm saying?
Do you realize, guys? You know what's funny about that is that the Staples Center, literally, they don't even have to go out of the Staples Center. They walk through like a tunnel, and it takes you to their hotel that's in LA Live. So they don't even have to walk out of the Staples Center.
Yeah, nah. That makes me like Boston less because they're staying in LA tonight. Kyle Lowry, that's probably my favorite option. Him or Kimba up here, because he gets Schroeder, and Kimba gets Rondo. Those are two beautiful things. Both of them. It's beautiful. That's probably it for me.
Who'd you say that again? Who'd you say that again, Cash? That last
Lowry.
Oh, Kyle Lowry. Okay.
Yeah, Lowry in Atlanta against Schroeder. Right. Yes, sir. I could definitely do that. Oh man, he just went off. Wow. Oh yeah, that's the day when I didn't want to play DeRozan because I like Lowry so much more.
Paul, you got any value point guards for me?
I mean, Jerry and Grant you could play too, but his price is up again.
I'm not going there off a ceiling game. That's not for me.
I mean, yeah, he played against Rondo, so
that game went to double overtime, but I mean, he was there before overtime started. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think Levine's gonna start getting more run. His run will probably come down a tad. Like his price is higher. I probably won't go there.
It's a good matchup though, but
it is. It's a great matchup. I like that game a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But down here in Value Land, Darren Collison against Phoenix, 5-4. Yes, that is certainly in play. And probably my favorite play, DeJounte Murray. Guy went ham today. I will be playing this guy every day until he gets up into above 7K. He's starting. He's playing down the stretch, and he is confident right now. He had a couple of slam dunks today, like on people. He had 7 steals. Like he is a really, really athletic point guard. And clearly the wave of the future there. That team is playing very well, and they're playing Memphis, who has like half a team right now. So it's not even going to be the real slowdown Memphis that you're accustomed to. Game's probably going to play a little faster than usual. So DeJounte Murray, 5-2. I don't see any way I come off of that between now and tomorrow. I'm going to ride this kid. It's going to be a fun one.
Nice.
Let's see. Delon Wright, 4,800 against Atlanta. He's fairly game flow proof. He's probably going to get run in a close game, and he'll get run in a blowout. He's talented. Point guards against Atlanta is a good thing. He went off their last game against Minnesota for 31. He's a guy that can contribute across the board, steals, rebounds, blocks. Like, he does a lot. So he's in play. Not sure if I'll find myself there, but it's, in Donkey, like that's definitely a good value play. Terry Rozier, I think I'll consider with the Celtics on a back-to-back and 3rd and 4 nights against Clippers. That's a phenomenal matchup with Milos D. And, he's 3-7 with probably going to get 20 minutes regardless and upside for more because of the 3 games and 4 nights. Let's see. Anything else? If Jared Bayless plays at 3-9 and starts, I'd be interested with TJ McConnell out. Isaiah Cannon is 3-8 against Indiana. It's going to be a fast-paced game. I could get some of that. And JJ Barea at 5K against Houston. That is interesting to me, but DeJounte Murray is one of the better plays down here for sure. Some of those others are just all right now.
All right. Cash, you got any value, guys?
Definitely. Oh, damn. Collison, probably not for me. I'd rather play his teammate. Murray, I don't know.
It's 3 and 4 nights for them too.
I think that I would play him in cash and I'll fade him in tournaments because he just went for 52 for me tonight, and I expect him to be uber chalk. And the rain, like he could come in and score 20 literally, and Mills could go off. Like that is a possibility. So I would probably take my chances on fading him in tournaments, and he's probably the first person you put in your cash lineup. But yeah, I would rather play Corey Joseph over Collison. I mean, they're playing the same minutes. I get to save, what is it, $1,000? So I'll take the savings and hope Corey Joseph has a good game, and he'll be way less owned than Collison.
Way less.
Mm-hmm.
Patty Mills, I could definitely play in the tournament. And Isaiah Cannon should be starting. I thought that was going to be one of the changes to the starting lineup. That's why I was all over him the last game, and I will play him again today. The price is not rising. He's playing, he played 28 minutes to Ulysses 4 the last game. He's got 3 games over 20 in a row. So if he gets me 20 again, I'm all right. I'm hoping for 28, but if he gets me 20, I'm good. And that's it.
All right. There's 3 guys.
I do like Wright too, though. Oh no, and Shabazz is in play too.
Yeah, Shabazz is in
all
play.
These guys down here, man, because Shabazz could go off. Dude is balling. Dude is a baller. And my Magic gave him up for nothing to sign DJ Augustine.
All right, so guys, there's 3 guys here that I've read something about that we should look into playing them tomorrow night, strictly on the fact of the narrative that they're pissed off that they got snubbed for the All-Star team. Those 3 players, one of them we talked about is Chris Paul already. Are you buying into that narrative? He's going to be a little bit more upset?
No, not for Chris Paul.
The second guy, though, is coming up on shooting guards. I'm going to bring him up, and then the third guy I'll tell you once we get to him. But the second guy, Lou Williams.
Hold on. I didn't even look at the All-Star team.
Is
Klay Thompson an All-Star?
Yes.
Did Dame Lillard make it?
Okay.
Yes, he made it.
I'm going to go outside. I don't even want to be here no more.
I'm sorry.
Klay Thompson is not a Klay Thompson is not an All-Star.
He got in over Lou Williams. Lou Williams just tweeted LOL or something earlier.
Unbelievable.
And so go on a rant. I'm gonna let you do it.
No, I don't get it. I don't understand. How do coaches are actually coaching against these teams? How do they put Klay Thompson in the All-Star? It's happened for years. Lillard should have made an All-Star team 3 years in a row. Why Klay Thompson is there? Klay Thompson is the furthest thing from an All-Star we got in this freaking league. Are you kidding me? He is not an All-Star. He plays on the best team in the NBA. Period. He is not an All-Star. He's not even close to an All-Star. It's a joke, man. Mm-hmm. It's a joke.
I agree.
You gotta be kidding me.
So thus Lou Williams is going to be pissed off. Are we playing him tomorrow, Paulie?
You can, but he's expensive.
That's different. That's different than
price?
Chris Paul.
Yeah, that is
Chris
way
Paul's
different.
already been there.
Yeah.
He's 8,600.
Lou Williams deserves to be there, man. He's a stud. He's been carrying. I don't even know what the Clippers' record is.
He's better than Klay Thompson.
Clippers are in second place in their conference. He's been carrying this team. Blake's been out for time. Austin Rivers been out. Now DeAndre's out. I like Lou Williams. I love his game. He's super talented. He's 8,600 though, and he's gonna have some really good defenders on him. But it's maybe
they in the city touching silicone and 3 and 4.
Yep.
Uh-huh. All right. Paulie, talk to us about the high price shooting guards. Keep talking and then go to 6.
Them legs gonna be weak, man.
Them legs gonna be real weak. James Harden, they bumped him up to 11.5 against Dallas. Probably not. Victor Oladipo, 10K on FanDuel, 9.9 against Phoenix. The nut matchup. I will think about that. I like Oladipo a lot. So, I'm almost definitely going to go stars and scrubs tomorrow. So I'm just, looking at these studs and who I'm going to pay up for. Oladipo's a stud you can always pay up for. You can pair him and Booker up and just hope the game stays close and it just goes back and forth. So he's in play. Oladipo can get 4 steals and 2 blocks on top of 30 points and a handful of assists and rebounds. He's a machine. So he's in play. But that's a high price tag, but that could be a good thing because it could keep people off. If you play him, you better have some Devin Booker and some other Suns. Devin Booker, 8,100 against Indiana. yes. Like, if you're playing Depot, you play Booker. If you play Booker, you don't have to have Depot, but you better have some other Indiana. But I like Devin Booker a lot. This guy's just one of the best. He should be an all-star. I don't know if he is, but he's better than Klay Thompson for sure. Love Devin Booker.
I could go through this shooting guard list and name a bunch.
Yeah, there's a bunch
guards
of shooting guards playing tomorrow. I mean, that are just phenomenal. Lou Williams, we just mentioned, he's 500 more than Devin Booker. Lou Williams will be very low owned, so that's interesting. You know, they're the late night hammer. Those legs gonna be tired on Boston, so it's in consideration. You know, now we got this extra narrative of him not making the All-Star break. I could see myself warming up to that a lot by lock tomorrow. DeMar DeRozan 8-8 against Atlanta, maybe, but probably not. They're pretty healthy right now. Like, I'd want them to be a little cheaper. Tyreek Evans against the Spurs. You could take shooting guards against the Spurs. Memphis is down a lot of guys. I got to see what his usage has been lately. I don't know. Like, he's all right. He's probably decent for cash, but I'll probably go up to those three other options above before clicking Tyreek. Drew Holiday against Charlotte at 7,800. That is very interesting. He's got massive upside. I don't know if I'll do it. CJ McCollum's a no. Donovan Mitchell at 7,400 against Detroit. Probably not. That's just an ugly game. If Butler's out, Wiggins at 6-1 is absolutely in play. If Butler's in, probably not. And then Nick Batum against the Pelicans. Wings against Pelicans is the thing. Batum's been playing a lot better. He's 6K. There's a lot of upside in that price. I will definitely be considering Nick Batum. Of those guys I just mentioned, Booker, Oladipo, and Lou Williams, my favorite, and then probably Nick Batum.
All right, nice. Cash, what you got? High price and then down to 6,000.
I think we just lost Cash.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, he just faded out. I'll be right back.
All right. Why don't you just go to value?
Yeah, I will. And then when he comes in, we'll just let him run through. So let me see. What is Zach LaVine's price? Zach LaVine is 5,100. I really like the Chicago-Philly game. Philly's shorthanded. Chicago's been playing fast. Philly's very fast. Zach LaVine said his conditioning is at about 70% as he works his way back into game shape. They've been capping him at about 24 minutes. Game went to overtime. The last game, he didn't see a minute in overtime, so he's risky. There's not a ton of upside in his price, so I probably won't go there. Cash is back. What's up, bro?
What up?
I'm just going to run through the rest of shooting guard.
Value.
We'll run through.
Yeah.
There's not a ton. Wayne Selden, 3,700. Depending on who is playing for Memphis, he could be in play here. He played 26 minutes 2 games ago, and then 14 with Harrison and what's his name? The other point guard there. Chalmers back. So depending who's in and who's out for Memphis, we'll have to make a decision. But if he's going to get some run, I do like the price tag. Jeremy Lamb, 4,500. I'm going to consider him as well. Another wing against New Orleans. Jerry Lamb has shown us massive upside. Still getting minutes into the 20s. He's definitely in play. And there's not a ton I like down here for value. Wes Matthews, 5,100 against Houston. I don't love it, but worth mentioning. Man, shooting guard value is not the prettiest. Danny Green against Memphis, 4,500. That's viable.
So you pretty much just like Levine and like Batum at 6K. That ain't bad.
Luwa Carabo, TLC for Philly with he started last game, and now you're gonna have McConnell out and probably Bayless out. Like, he's in play. He took 9 shots, played 29 minutes, back-to-back games, took 8 threes, hit 6 of them. He is 4,200, getting up there. But last year when he was getting a lot of run, like, he was scoring into the 30s pretty consistently, and his price got up into the 5s. So if he's going to get time, I don't mind him, especially against the Bulls. And that is probably it.
Okay, Cash, welcome back. Good to have you. Talk to us about shooting guards that you like tomorrow. Just go all the way through because we got Paulie's done.
I can't play Victor Oladipo at 10 Gs. It's one of my favorite matchups. Devin Booker is maybe the worst shooting guard defender in the league, but I still can't do it. I want him to go out and get at least 55, at least. I can't do it. I'm not going to do Harden. DeRozan, probably not. Lou Williams, probably not. I would rather play Devin Booker over Oladipo and save almost $2,000.
Yeah, for sure.
Tyreek Evans. He was a cash game play until we started saying he's a cash game play. And then he started sucking. He's at 27, 22, 35. The minutes are still there, though, so he could always explode. Drew Holiday has been balling. Came back down to earth, but he has been balling. He is an option. I like that game. I like New Orleans, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell's price came down a bunch. I think he was like 8-1 last game.
Yeah. Yep.
Almost $1,000 price decrease. He was really bad against Atlanta, but look at the games before that.
Yeah.
Far from really bad. I love that kid.
Far from really bad.
Far from really bad. And those are a bunch of no's. Batum, maybe, because it's New Orleans, but I'd rather play his shooting guard teammate Lamb for $1,500 less.
Yeah, especially if MKG is out.
Yes, exactly, for sure. Nope. Zach LaVine, I could jump on that. Sooner or later, his minutes is gonna come up. But even in 25 minutes,
yeah,
go for 35.
I read he said he's at about 70% conditioning, and last game they didn't give him a minute in overtime, like because he got to 24. So unless we get word they're moving him to 30, his upside is capped.
I think it'll be 25, but I think he could go for 35 in 25 minutes. He went for 38?
Yeah, that one game.
Like 15 minutes or whatever it was.
He's
crazy.
He's a freak athlete. Like he's really, really, really good. Like
if his shot is on, it's gonna be TLC guarding him.
Yep.
I mean, I could definitely. I like him. I like Jeremy
Lamb. I don't like
as well.
the price bump though. He was 45 last game. Now he's 51.
I like Jeremy Lamb, especially if MKG is out, and Alec Burks. If Rodney Hood is out again, give me Alec Burks. Dude has 50-point upside. He's shown that. That was when Nito was out too, though. So it'll take away a few minutes, but I don't care. He's only 3-7.
Hood is probable.
So is Gilchrist. Gilchrist is probable too.
Yeah.
Hood is probable.
I'm gonna confirm that, but I believe I read that.
Yeah. If Hood plays, he's not in play. You can't play him. If Hood misses, definitely in play.
Rodney Hood listed as questionable.
George's Hunt. If Butler's out, he's gonna play a bunch of minutes, but he's gonna be out there and do nothing. So I doubt I'd do that. I want guys with upside, even when they're min price.
Yeah.
But Troy Daniels, we're just talking about him.
Yeah, I think he's cutting into Ulyss's minutes. He did play some point.
Yeah, I mean, both of them should. It should be Cannon starting, and Troy Daniels should be the backup, and Ulyss should be gone because he sucks.
Yep.
And that's it. There's nothing else down here.
All right. Paulie.
Oh, no, hold on.
Oh.
San Antonio's on a back-to-back, so they could sit everybody.
3 and 4.
Yeah, they could sit everybody. It could be Paul, Forbes,
good point.
Bertans.
Forbes is definitely in consideration if there's guys sitting.
But do you still like Murray as much, Paulie, because they're on 3 or 4?
I love Murray.
He's young.
Murray's young. He hasn't even played. He only played like 29 minutes. The only thing is the chalkiness part. Like You know, in basketball, though, you can eat chalk. Like, it's not the worst thing. Like, if he's going to go out and score 40, 50, like, and you don't have him, you're just done without him. So,
exactly,
I got to weigh him against the rest of the position.
If you project him to go for 40 at that price, at that ownership, you better have him because you're going to be screwed.
Unless you have a pivot
you could
that can
cash.
make it up.
Yeah, I mean, you could cash, but you're probably not going to be at the top.
Yeah. All right. Paulie D, talk to me about some small forwards up at the top, down to 6K.
Yeah, so Jimmy Butler, you know, his status is up in the air. He was upgraded to questionable. They do have a back-to-back coming, so that's something to really pay attention to. That'll definitely affect the slate. But if he is playing at 9K, I do have interest. You know, what was his injury? Oh, it was like knee soreness.
It's a knee.
Yeah, but if he's playing, I'm going to assume, you know, it's Tibbs. He's going to get his 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Like, if he's playing at 9K, I do have interest. Slower paced game, but still, like, this game could be close. Like, yes, give me Jimmy Butler. Harrison Barnes, 7K. Oh, I really don't think I've ever paid 7K for Harrison Barnes. I haven't even really played this guy very often, but it is against Houston. It's phenomenal pace-up kind of spot. He has shown us, you know, that he can get into the 40s. Definitely a cash game play, and on the list right now for tournaments. TJ Warren against Indiana. I think Marquez Chris is going to be back tomorrow, so if he is, I probably won't pay 7K for Warren. Robert Covington, 6'2", with McConnell out and Redick out. Covington's going to take more shots than normal. Against the Bulls, fast-paced game. He's going to have, like, a Denzel Valentine guarding him. He took 11 threes his last game, Covington. He only had 4, but, you know, that type of volume, that type of usage, that is electric to have in a pace-up game where he's going to get steals and blocks. I like Robert Covington a lot on first look. He's probably one of my favorite plays right now on the whole slate. That's it. That's it above 6.
All right. Cash. What you got?
Definitely have interest in Jimmy Butler if no news comes out. I was going to be all in if they didn't have no news come out the other day. They said he wasn't going to play. But this is not as good a matchup. So I could have I will have him on a team if no news comes out that he's not going to be out. And TJ Warren, I really like. I don't even care if that bag of D's comes to play, even though he was playing well right before he got hurt. TJ Warren, I like a lot. That's it above 6.
All right. Yeah, so you're not really into it. Do you like Covington, Cash?
Nah, not at 6.
Interesting.
If his shot is falling, he'll get you there. If his shot ain't falling, no, I'm good.
Interesting. All right. What about Taurean Prince?
He's under 6K. But,
that's right. My bad.
And Kyle Anderson's been playing really well. Yep. But I will fade that.
Paulie, talk to me about some value.
Value's kind of ugly today at small forward. Bojan Bogdanovic at 4K is in play against Phoenix. Everybody against Phoenix is in play. Still getting minutes into the high 20s, sometimes even 30. Taking 8 to 12 shots. Half of those are threes. I could do that for 4K for sure. Stanley Johnson's 3,700 against Utah. He's getting minutes. I could definitely take a look at him. I don't like playing Stanley Johnson, but 3,700's enticing. He was up around 5K not too long ago.
Didn't you say if Butler was out before we started that Bielka would be a great play?
Bielitsa? Oh my God, he'd be a phenomenal play. He went 10x the other day, and if Butler's out again, yes.
Is he like an auto lock?
You know, let me see what his price is.
He's 3,600 on FanDuel.
Yeah, they didn't move it.
They didn't move it. Yeah, I mean, I think Butler's going to play, Bielitsa is actually in play regardless. I think even if Butler's back, he's going to play something like 20 minutes, kind of like the same as
Gorgeous Dong.
Gorgeous Dong, yeah. So, like, I think he's, like, solidified a role, especially with how he's played recently. He's pretty much their sixth man. Like, he's going to start if, a handful of guys are out. Like, if Wiggins out, he'll probably start. If Butler's out, he'll probably start. So, I like Bielitsa, and I'd actually probably rather play him with Butler in and have him at 1% than if Butler's out and he's going to be 50-60% owned because he was heavily owned yesterday. So we'll see. But 3,600 is hard to ignore. If Butler's out, it's kind of like an auto lock. Definitely in cash because, the field is going to be on that. Lance Stevenson is really cheap, 3,900. His minutes have been all over the place. Got 22 last game, but only 16 and 10 and 19 before that. It's Phoenix, so it's definitely in consideration. Wesley Johnson, he's been getting a lot of minutes, depending who's in and out for the Clippers. He's going to get 30 minutes, which he has been, and take 9 to 13 shots. He's also in play. He can get some steals and blocks as well. He had a game against Houston not too long ago where he had 4 blocks. So I could consider him at 4-3 as well, but I don't really like the value down here all that much. I don't really like this whole position as a whole. Like, Covington I like a lot, and, Jimmy Butler or like a Bogdanovich or like a Wes Johnson for really cheap is probably what I'm going to do.
All right. Cash, what about value guys for you?
I would like to play Jaylen Brown today because he didn't play many minutes, but not at that price. Taurean Prince went into God mode last time against Toronto. I watched the game. He was super aggressive. He was just pulling up, just taking shots all over the place. And it's not going to happen again. He's not going to do what he did last time. That's a guarantee. I guarantee you that. Mm-hmm. But he's okay at 5'2". But dude was in God mode for sure that day.
What do you think about MKG if he plays against New Orleans?
I love him. I would be all over him if he does play. What is the injury?
It is a foot.
How many? He missed 2 games in a row, right?
I think just one, just the 22nd.
Okay, yeah, just one. Yeah, no, hell yeah. I love every position against the Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Etuan Moore is interesting to me, but if MKG plays, not so much, man. He's too big. Like, Etuan Moore is so small. How he's playing small forward, I have no idea, but he is. He's interesting to me. Mm-hmm. He went ham against Chicago. Ham. Dylan Brooks, no. Lance Stevenson is too cheap.
MKG is 4,200 on DraftKings.
Oh my God, that is way too cheap.
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be an all-in play for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it's Teletovic. I always get Bogdanovich and Teletovic mixed up. Teletovic played for Phoenix last year.
Bogdanovich I played for Milwaukee last year, Teletovic.
No, did he get traded mid-season? Or maybe it was the year before.
Yeah,
I remember that ugly SOB and playing for Phoenix. Lance Stevenson, I like. Joe Johnson, or Mr. Retirement Home himself. He is in play at 3.8. Like, he probably has the most upside, except maybe Evan Turner if he played well. Joe Johnson has 30-point upside if he gets the minutes and he's playing well, but that's a long shot. That's just
would Rodney Hood's status affect that?
Not too much. Rodney Hood affect Burks. Like, Burks gets nothing.
Yep.
Joe Johnson will still play if he's playing well, and Ingles is struggling or something. But that is just a long shot tournament play. Bielitsa, like, how do you not play him if Butler's announced out, he's gonna be uber chalk, and he's just like a must. Like he was a must for me last game, and he was awesome. And he will be a must again at 3-6. Like Murray, I could fade because he's a little more expensive, and he also has Mills, but they're not playing Shabazz Muhammad. Muhammad has the upside. This George Hunt kid, he has nothing. He's gonna play minutes and do nothing. So he's gonna get minutes at power forward and small forward. So I can't fade it at 3-6. It's just unfadeable for me. That's it.
All right, cool. That looks good. Let's move on to power forwards. Paulie, is it AD all day?
I mean, he's 100% in play here. It's a phenomenal matchup. 10-8, he's going to be popular. Boogie just had the ceiling game. I see. Oh, I'm looking at DraftKings. Sorry. 11-8 on FanDuel, 10-8 on DraftKings. He's a good play. He's definitely a good play. Probably going to be popular, but not sure how much I love that. But I mean, it's a phenomenal spot, and he's one of the best players in the league. Like, if we're talking him versus Boogie, like tomorrow, I'm probably playing AD. But we'll see. We'll see how the rest of the position shakes out. There's some value guys at power forward I like a lot. Blake Griffin played phenomenal for me last game. Biggs do well against Boston. He's 9K. I don't think I would go there just because it's a slower pace down spot. But I did like the way he played last game. LMA is going to be a no for me. 9-2 on FanDuel. 8-4 on DraftKings is a little close. Definitely a chance that he rests tomorrow. So, I got to know that he's starting for him to be in my lineup. Ben
Who that
Simmons,
was?
LMA, the magician.
Oh.
Yeah. Ben Simmons, 8,700, man. I feel like this guy's going to have a monster game out of nowhere sometime soon. I don't know if this is the spot, and I don't know if you want to pay 87 for him when, you can just go get AD or, I don't know. I do think he's going to have a big game, and with McConnell out, maybe he has a little more, usage tomorrow, but I just don't like that price tag.
You know what, Paulie?
What?
I put it on anything and everything that I'll miss that game.
I know.
Because he won't never
I'm
touch
gonna
my
miss it
lineup
too.
again.
I'm going to miss it too. I know. I'm going to miss that game too. Lauri Markkanen is in play. He played 39 minutes last game. That wasn't overtime. Got 44. He's a good ball player. It's pace up. Forward's been doing well against Philly. Picking between him and Mirotic is hard. They're both the same price, so we'll see. But the Sabonis 6-7 against Phoenix. Power forwards against Phoenix. We've been playing them all year. I don't see why I would stop. I definitely like Sabonis. Dario Saric is also going to be in play for me with McConnell out. He's kind of like their go-to guy down the stretch of games. So if the game's close, he'll get a lot of shots in the end. Forwards are doing well against the Bulls. It's, fast-paced game. I like him. 6'3" is a little higher than I want to pay, but he's in consideration, and don't think I'm going to pay 6'2" for Thaddeus Young. That's it.
All right. Cash, what you got?
I could see my lineups starting today, like they started 2 days ago, with AD and Blake Griffin. DeAndre Jordan is doubtful. Pretty sure DeAndre Jordan doesn't wear a Clippers uniform again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure of that.
When's the deadline?
Right at the All-Star break.
2 weeks away?
Yep. I love AD to death. I love Blake Griffin to death. But the only problem is that I love the hell out of Thaddeus Young. If old dude is out again, Turner, which I wish he would just stay away because I love Sabonis and Young. Give me all the Thad Young. He's going to get 30-plus minutes in this game. They just played recently. We got a little sample, but that's a fluke. I'll take that as a fluke, and I will play the hell at a Thaddeus Young today, maybe I want to go to DraftKings because I want all three of them. I want Blake Griffin, I want AD, and I want Thaddeus Young. That's it. I don't even need to look at the rest of them names because I'm not playing none of those dudes above him over Thaddeus Young.
He's 5'8" on DraftKings.
Love Thaddeus Young.
All right.
What about Sabonis stuff? You don't like Sabonis in the same spot?
Nope, not as much as Thaddeus Young.
All
right. For sure. And Thaddeus Young is the for sure play of the day. So, Paulie, Value Town. Oh yeah, by the way, Paulie, I heard that you have a $1,500 ticket tomorrow. Is that true?
I do.
Whoa.
740-man field, 250K up top. Won it for $1.
There you go. This is how you become my rich friend. So, talk to us about Value Town.
It's a good matchup for Serge Ibaka. I doubt I land there, but good matchup, decent price. I wish John Collins would get more minutes because he's talented, but hard to pay 5-6 when he's only getting 20 minutes. Forwards against Indiana has been a great thing. I don't know if I'll play Chris in his first game back, though. Jason Tatum, 5-4 against the Clippers. That's in play. He's young. I don't think the back-to-back's going to be killing him. I don't even know if he's old enough to go to strip clubs. I don't think he is, but I don't think that really matters. 5-4, bounce-back spot. That's interesting to me.
Now, he's only 19.
Yeah. Al-Farouq Aminu.
He'd still go to strip clubs in L.A.
Stretch fours against Minnesota. That's a good thing. I might consider Farouq Aminu, but one of my favorite plays tomorrow at power forward is Montrezl Harrell. Cash said he likes Blake Griffin. Montrezl Harrell, same position. Phenomenal spot against Boston. He played 31 minutes last game, and I think he's locked into minutes right now, and he's a point-per-minute beast. He's going to get a ton of he's locked in for a double-double tomorrow if he gets more than 20 minutes. And he's 4-7 on DraftKings, and he is 4-9 on FanDuel. I really like Montrezl Harrell. He's got tons of upside if he's going to get that kind of time. Every time he's gone 30 minutes, he has really balled out. So I'm very interested in Montrezl Harrell tomorrow. Marvin Williams, 4,100 against New Orleans. 46 on FanDuel. He's in play. He's actually been playing a little bit better lately. This is a phenomenal matchup. They may have him on the court a bit more for his length. It's in play. Ghostface Illy is 5K on FanDuel, 47 on DraftKings. That is getting cheap. His minutes are kind of low too. It's like him and Collins are hurting each other. We need one of them to go away. I don't think I'd go here. I don't like uncertainty with minutes. Frank Kaminsky is viable. I wish he was a little cheaper. 4-1 on DraftKings, 4-5 on FanDuel. I'd probably play him on DraftKings if I go there. Ed Davis, Cash, you told me he's been balling lately. I'm seeing 20 minutes a game against Minnesota. They might need him for some of Minnesota's size. That's a value play that I think is worth considering. Bertans, if any of those Spurs guys are out, specifically Pau Gasol and LMA, he would become in play. Dragon Bender, if Marquez Chris doesn't come back, could have a game out of nowhere against Indiana. He could also kill you, but when his shot is on, Pacers is a phenomenal spot to play power forwards at 3.8. It's a value play I probably could stomach. Ryan Anderson on the road against Dallas, 4,100. Yeah, that's in play. And Jared Dudley. If Chris does not come back, Jared Dudley might be worth looking at. He's been playing awesome in limited minutes. His role could be growing. So if Chris is not back, Jared Dudley for 3.7 is interesting. And I think that's it. Cash, you'll clean up if I forgot it.
Yeah.
This position is deep, man.
Yeah.
I like a whole bunch of this. A whole bunch of this. My goodness gracious. Oh, Jesus. I like almost every single one of these power forwards. Like I could make an argument for almost every single one of them to touch my lineup. I mean, oh my God. Derek Favors is in play against Tobias Harris. He could dominate him in the post. Serge Ibaka, he's in play. I hate him, but he's in play against Atlanta. John Collins, not enough minutes. Taj Gibson, yeah, he's in play. He's going to play mega minutes. Jason Tatum screwed my lineups today, a couple of them. But he's only 5'4" against the LA Clippers. Yes, there's a few teams in the league. I know most of y'all know it. Clippers is one of them. New Orleans, they're just teams. I'm going to play players against every single day. I don't give a damn. The Clippers is one of them. They suck. Montrezl Harrell, one of the weirdest freaking names I've ever heard in my entire life. Dude is in play, 100%. Marvin Williams, not today for me. I'd rather wrap my thing in a vice grip. I'm good. I'll go to Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank is bigger. They're going to need both of them. They're going to need everybody.
Yeah.
You need every single big against New Orleans. Give me Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank can stand out there and bust some threes. Marvin Williams is a bag of D's. Like that.
That was good.
Ryan Anderson, he's on the road. Last time I checked, I play Ryan Anderson on the road. Ed Davis, they're going to need all that size for Taj and Gorgeous Dong and Cat. Give me that. Siakam in Atlanta, yeah, I can play that. Portis, I wish you could get minutes. Bertans, yes, sir. I know Pop is sitting dudes. Powell in an up-paced game against Houston, yes, sir. Dragon Bender, you suck. D, you suck. Jerebko, he's gonna start, most likely. Gonna play minutes. He's in play. Gorgeous Dong is in play.
Why is Jerebko gonna start? His favors out?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm an idiot. I was still thinking of Gobert. No, he ain't starting. No, he's not in play. Damn him. Thank you, Paulie. Gorgeous Dong in play. 100. He's gonna play 20 minutes. Then just mark it down. He's gonna play around 20 minutes. He can go off in 20 minutes. Not go off, but he can get you 25 at 3.7. I'm cool with that. I wish Dudley could play more minutes. Yeah, I like Dudley.
I like it. Yeah.
Theus on a back-to-back against the Clippers, maybe. Johnny O'Brien, calling Johnny O'Brien. Could we please touch the court against the Twin Towers? That would be nice. I like that kid. I like Johnny O'Brien. I watched Johnny O'Brien and I'm like, damn, this kid's pretty good.
He's got a good name.
And he's got a good name. Different than Montrezl. Maxi Pad? No. That's it.
Too many good options to go to Maxi Pad.
Yep. No Maxi Pad today.
Maxi Pad. All right. Let's finish it up at center, Paulie. Who are you looking at center?
Oh, man. Boogie Cousins, 12-5 on FanDuel. No, thank you. That's too high, coming off 100.
That's the easiest fade of the day.
It really is. That's just, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
And Joel Embiid is priced up $11K. Like, it's a great spot for Embiid.
Because of what Boogie just did.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, that was triple. I mean, he was getting there anyway. But Boogie is more of an all-around player. Like, he shoots threes. Like, I know Embiid does, but not as well. Like, Boogie gets assists. Boogie does it all. Like, Embiid's just not there yet. How many times has Embiid made value? Let me see. Once in the last 10. Yeah,
no way
I don't see it.
Play him at 11,000.
No.
Andre Drummond is the third guy I wanted to talk about. He felt like he was snubbed from the All-Star team.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt in this matchup against Rudy Gobert would I ever play Drummond at 10-3. But He's been awesome this year. That is a snub. He deserved to be an all-star.
Who was the centers that made it over him?
Embiid is starting.
Karl Anthony Towns made it, but that's in the East.
No, that's
or
the
the
West.
West. I mean,
what other center in the East is there?
Probably Dwight Howard, maybe.
No way. Dwight Howard is an all-star over Drummond. They only have one center on the roster.
I'll find
out. They better have
one
center on the roster because if Drummond ain't there,
yeah, I want to know. Actually, I'm curious too.
I'll find out, guys.
I need to go look.
Keep talking. I'll keep looking.
Karl Anthony Towns is a no if Jimmy Butler's back. Dwight Howard, I don't think I've ever paid $9K for Dwight Howard. Centers do well against New Orleans.
He's balling.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know how much upside he's got at that price. Like, yeah, you can get to like 50, 55, but I don't see much more. I'll probably like other guys at the position for cheaper. Like Yusuf Nurkic, 6'9" against Cat. Yes, give me some of that. I like that a lot. Rudy Gobert against Detroit at 7'9", maybe. Marc Gasol, Spurs, no. Al Horford, 6,700. They lowered his price after having a really good game here. Against the Clippers, it's a maybe. I don't like the 3 and 4, but that's a decent price. Clint Capella against Dallas. If Nene is out, that's in consideration, but I doubt it. That's just a lot. Really, I think Nurkic is the only guy I'm really considering up here. I think that's it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cash. What do you like?
No. Not one center over 6. All no's.
Okay, so here's the East reserves. We have Bradley Beal, Al Horford, Kevin Love.
Al Horford. Okay. He makes it every year.
Yeah.
Al Horford's been an all-star for like 7-8 years in a row. How Al Horford is in the all-star game above Drummond, I would love for somebody to explain it.
Yeah.
How Klay Thompson has been an all-star over Dame Lillard the last 2 years, I would really love somebody to explain that to me.
Yep.
That's an atrocity over Drummond. He's been phenomenal this year. Like
Al Horford over Drummond is a joke.
That's such a joke.
They're upset.
I don't know how coaches, like, I can understand the fans being idiots because most fans are fucking idiots, but the coaches actually coach against these players every day. Like, they look at the players, they watch tape. Like, what coach in their right mind put an Al Horford on the All-Star team over Andre Drummond? It's just unbelievable. Coaches, not only can they not coach teams, they also can't evaluate talent. They're idiots all over the place. Unfucking real. I'm so pissed off.
Cash for coach, man.
I don't like being the person to give you bad news too, because I'm just a barker of news. So
Miles Turner was a full participant in practice and is listed as questionable.
Yeah, well, if he plays, I don't like that he's young.
Yeah.
All right.
If Miles Turner plays at 6'6", I think I would consider that if he has no minute restriction.
What was it? Elbow? Yeah, no, he should be in shape.
Yeah, against Phoenix, maybe 6'6" is a good price.
Yeah, no, it is.
And there's not much down here in Value Town. Oh man, has Willie Reed been getting minutes? Probably not, because Harrell has. Yeah, 16, 12. Yo, this is ugly, man, when you get down here. Robin Lopez, 4-2. They're playing New Orleans. They're going to need him desperately.
No, Philly, Embiid.
Oh, yeah, Embiid. Sorry. They're playing same thing. They're going to need him. That's in play. I'd love for Tyson Chandler to sit out so we could play Greg Monroe, but that's probably not going to happen. Alex Len at 3,900. If they go back to the normal, Monroe's not playing, like, I can consider that. And if Oh, you know who we forgot to forward to is the dude from Memphis,
Oh,
Gerald Martin. He's
yeah,
questionable. So if he
Jarrell.
plays, he's 4-6. I would like that. But if he's out, then one of these Memphis centers would come into play.
JaMychal Green.
Right?
JaMychal Green's still out.
JaMychal Green's already been ruled out. Yeah.
Okay.
Brandon Wright was out with illness. I don't know like where him and Deontay Davis stand in like the pecking order, but if Martin is ruled out, maybe one of those guys comes into play. But it's ugly down here. I don't see much of anything that I like outside of like Robin Lopez and maybe Alex Len. There's not much down here at all.
It's ugly at the top for me too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like anything. It's the entire position. I think Nurkic is like my guy.
What about you, Cash?
Value?
Yeah.
I wish I could have Pau Gasol against his brother,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not going to happen.
No.
That sucks. If Dwayne Dedmon could get on the court for more than 22 minutes, it would be nice, but he just can't. Just his body, just physically unable to do it. Valanciunas against Atlanta, he's physically able to do it, but his coach limits him. If he pops for big minutes, like if he's balling and gets 25 to 30 minutes, he could go for 40 here.
Why did he play 11 minutes against Minnesota? Is that just because because Cat like was abusing him and
coach was a moron? Because it's not even just Cat. Like he plays Gorgeous Dong at center too. Like
yeah, was that
Gorgeous
like a blowout?
Gorgeous Dong ain't stepping up. Nah, I don't think so. Because isn't that the game Lowry went ham?
Yeah. It was 115-109. Poto played 22 minutes, and
yeah, I mean he's much more athletic and get out to the three, but
Poto got posterized twice by Wiggins in that game. Like phenomenal dunked on, like postered 2 times. But I think I'd rather play Poto over Joval unless we like have some kind of word that he's definitely going to play some run because that's just
there's never no word on that.
I know there ain't going to be nothing. Total's 4K. Like, I think his minutes are more secure where you can say, all right, I'm going to get 15 to 20 minutes from Podol for sure.
I like him. I like Podol.
I do like Podol.
Mm-hmm. Robin Lopez.
Oh, my God, is center ugly.
I was all over Robin Lopez the last game, and then I noticed Greg Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
So Robin Lopez went to the wayside. Robin Lopez had a good game.
Yeah, real good.
Last time against Philly, he was not good, but I take that as what it is, variance. I think that he should play big minutes here because he needs to, unless he gets into foul trouble. Like, Robin Lopez is my best center right now by a lot. I wish I could have ears, but I can't. Zach Collins, I wish.
When we get to top threes, Joe, can you start with Cash at center?
Yeah.
No way for Willie Reed today. He can't.
He's not getting enough minutes.
And Horford would kill him. Like, coach would take him off the court immediately.
Yeah, but if Baines starts, then like he's fine.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's right.
Baines started.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Don't forget to check out wisetake.com for more fire DFS content. $250 gets you NBA access for a day. That includes access to the premium live stream before lock, articles, cheat sheets, tools, and one of the best parts of the community, the premium NBA chat. That being said, guys, I got that plug in, that shameless plug. Let's go back to point guard and let's do our top 3 at each position.
Let me get a plug in there too. If you guys are still up right after this show, me and Cash are going to do the premium golf show. Cash was money, man. It's the first time I got 6 of 6 through last week. It was a fun thing. Making money in golf is just like awesome because it's like found money. It's like a scratch off to me. But that's premium members only, so you got to grab the day pass. It's actually like a 4-day pass for golf, so it covers you through the weekend. But Cash knows his golf like no one I've ever met, so worth the listen if you're gonna throw any money into golf. Plug over.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, Paulie. Top 3 point guards tomorrow.
All right, top 3 point guards. DeJounte Murray for sure. Kemba Walker and Darren Collison.
Cash.
Kyle Lowry, 100. Kemba Walker, for sure. And Murray should be number 1, but I'm not going to play him. I doubt. I might, but I don't think so. Isaiah Cannon.
Shooting guards, Paulie.
I really see myself pairing Booker and Oladipo. I like them a lot. I like the idea of pairing them up. And Jeremy Lamb is very interesting, especially if MKG's out.
All right. Cash.
I don't even know. Zach LaVine. Lou Williams. And Jeremy Lamb.
All right. Small forwards, Paulie.
If Jimmy Butler plays, I have interest in Jimmy Butler. I like Robert Covington a lot. And I guess TJ Warren.
TJ Warren, all right. Cash.
TJ Warren. Lance Stevenson. MKG.
All right. Paulie, power forwards.
I could give you a top 10.
Montrezl Harrell is probably my favorite at the position. AD and Gerald Martin if he plays.
Cash.
AD, Blake Griffin, Frank Kaminsky.
All right, Cash. Go with centers. Start us off with centers.
The Caveman, Robin Lopez, if y'all don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He looks just like the Geico Caveman.
Yeah.
He does look like that guy.
That's why I call him the Caveman, Paulie.
I knew who you called him, but I didn't really know why, but it was fine with me.
Ooh, man. I don't want to say his name, but I got to. Nurkic. I despise so much. And oh my God.
Yeah.
Tyson Chandler.
All right, Paulie, where are your 3 centers?
Nurkic, Robin Lopez. And Miles Turner if he plays.
Miles Turner. Okay. Perfect. Let's see here, guys. Let's see here. All right. I got my lineup that I put together.
Cool.
This is what I came up with, guys. Let me hit you with it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at point guard.
This
is on FanDuel. All right.
Yep.
At point guard, I got Kemba Walker and Dejounte Murray. At shooting guard, I got Lou Williams and Zach LaVine. Small forward, I got Michael Gilchrist and Robert Covington. Power forward, I got Anthony Davis and Montrezl Harrell. And I got Robin Lopez at center.
All right, hang on. I just built that out. Harrell and Rolo at center.
$400 left.
Yeah, 400 left. You got 2 Clippers. You got a piece of that Bulls Philly game with LaVine and Covington.
And Lopez.
And Lopez, yep.
And then I got the Charlotte game.
Yeah, I like it. Correlates well. And then you just got DeJounte Murray naked, but not bad. I like this lineup.
What do you think, Cash?
Good to me.
I think I'd get LaVine out because I think he's upside the cap.
Mm-hmm.
But other than
that was Cash's like number one small forward of the day, so that's why
shooting guard.
I mean, I'm sorry, shooting guard. Yeah,
that's your favorite shooting guard, Cash?
No, but
that was in your top 3. He was in your top 3.
He's in my top 3 for sure.
Okay, I know. I heard that right. So I was just
because he has major upside.
He does.
And he's good tournament play because if he goes off, he could go off for 12, 13x. So, right? I mean,
not that much.
No, he ain't going.
You don't have 50
He'll go.
He can go for like 40.
Not with his minute limit. Yeah, I would say 40 is tops.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's
in 25 minutes he could go for 40. But I mean, that's tops.
Cass, do you like Montrezl Harrell tomorrow?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I'm trying to see if there's any other questions, and then we'll get on out of here. Remember, guys, like Paulie said, if you're premium members, we got some golf content coming up just now with Paulie and Cash. Like I said, we never sleep here at the Nation. We just don't. We never sleep at the Nation. When Paulie and Cash
always
go to
up
sleep,
in the Nation.
when Paulie and Cash goes to sleep, that's when I wake up. It's true. But anyways, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button, that like button. If you're listening on Podbean, give us a follow. If you're listening on iTunes, give us some of those 5-star reviews. We really like it. And, CK in the back is saying, we really like it. And, of course, if you're watching on Facebook, please like and share to support the Wise Take Nation. One last question we got here from Geronimo. Do you guys do qualifiers? I do qualifiers in baseball and football sparingly, but I will make a separate bankroll strictly just for qualifiers because you either got to hit it and win it or you get shit. What do you guys do?
Yeah, I play them. I was at the Baseball Live final last year. That's how I met Cash. I prefer to play the higher dollar, smaller field ones, so it's like I'll only go after them after having a couple big wins in the sport when I have a little more bankroll. But you can spend a lot of money chasing those, especially the lower dollar ones. So when I go after them, I'll jump in like, the $55 or the $150, like the $300 ones, as opposed to, doing like $5 in the 5 lineups in the $9 every time they come out. Because it's just, you got to get so lucky to beat those big fields.
Yeah. Cash, what do you do? Did you qualify?
I play them for baseball where I can win them because I can F the chalk over there. Yeah. But nah, I don't play qualifiers. I don't chase that. I was 1 for 1. When I won the FanDuel qualifier, that was the first ever qualifier I ever entered, and I won it. So I was 1 for 1. Didn't stay that way because I played a couple after that. But I played 3 this NBA season because it's just a slate. Like I see a slate, I'm like, okay, I can do this while other people do this. Yeah. So I played 3 this year. That's it. And one of them, I was very close to winning. I just needed one pivot onto Danny Green from somebody. I don't know. It was one pivot to Danny Green from somebody at shooting guard, and I would have won it. But
and to be honest, like the FanDuel ones, especially like the live, it's nice to have a live final, like on your trophy case, that kind of thing. But like this $1,500 tournament is like the same pay structure as the live final for baseball. It's just 700 man field versus 100. But for $1 you can chase that 1,500, and that's like the same kind of like upside and payout. Mm-hmm. Like I'd almost rather do that than dump like 9 or 15 or 12 like every time they come out chasing the live final. But if you do want to chase that, make sure it's a separate bankroll or you just had some good wins, because it gets really expensive chasing them down. Only 5% of the field gets paid, and unless you win, it's really like disappointing. If that lineup specifically,
exactly why I don't chase them.
If you come in third place, say, like you would have cashed real deep in any other tournament, so it's like, and then you only get like 100 or 300 in like the qualifying tournament. So it's really not worth unless you hit it early, or like I said, I'd rather go play a higher dollar, smaller field where you have a real chance to win it.
Or just take your FanDuel points, those FanDuel points that you have, and spend it on that.
Yep. And that's what I do, like that dollar entry. There's a 25 cent and a 50 cent into like the 444s. I'll chase those because I'll use my points. It's not that much money. But once you get into like anything more than like $1, like $2, $5, $9, $12, and you're building multiples, like you build 4 teams in a night and you're going to throw one of them into that, how do you not put them all in? Because like, what if your other team does better? So you got to play them all. And now you're talking about $50. It adds up and it ruins like the rest of your upside, like on the night. If you have a lineup that's in the $25 single entry, the donkey, and the $12, like if you just min cash, at least you're doubling your money. But then that Q team doesn't, and that pulls back your profits on the day. So it's really like
I chase real money.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
You could go to the final and walk away with zero.
Walk away with not zero.
I lost by 0.2 points.
Yeah.
Out of the money.
Yep. But it is nice to have $250,000 on the line with only 100-man field. But
all right. I agree. Also, one last question here. You don't have to really, just quick number, guys. How many lineups do you run usually per night?
3.
Paulie?
3 to 6 for me.
For me in baseball, it's 1 cash and maybe 2 GPPs or 3 at that. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the Wise Stream, Wise Take NBA podcast for January 24th. We thank you for joining us. It was great being with Paulie and Cash. I always love sitting here talking, even if it's basketball. And we got a couple more weeks, and pitchers and catchers will be reporting. So
that's right.
For Cash and DFS and for Paulie D,
Yankees,
I'm Patio Joe. And as CK, my man, says, good luck.
Yeah.